What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
BlueNote Fan Report. Hello, hello, hello. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is the BlueNote Fan Report live game day reaction show. We are shooting for a tie, a record. We are about to tie a record if we can beat the team that beat us the last time we got beat. That's right. We're playing the Pittsburgh Penguins, and Tristan Jarry is back on the ice. The Blues are in a good spot. We are not in the number one wildcard spot. Everyone thinks we should be, but we're not. The first tiebreaker is regulation wins. Minnesota has 33. We have 30. That could change. That could adjust a little bit over the remaining 6 games. What's important is winning you're in. You have a three-point clearance over the Calgary Flames. And as long as you have that and you can maintain that, you are going to end up in the playoffs, and Hefner's going to get the cash's ticket, right? It just simply comes down to winning the games in front of you. Calgary plays the same day that you play. So you have to do what they do. Yet almost every time they either play at the exact same time as you or they play before you. Actually, I think they have some games. Calgary might, and I could be wrong about this. I think they have some games coming up on the East Coast. Let me take a quick look at this. Let's see. They may not. Well, no, they're playing Anaheim today. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Atlantic. Drop the Central. Drop the Metropolitan. Drop the Ducks. The Oilers. The Kings. The Sharks. The Kraken. The Canucks. And the Knights. Okay. So basically, every game that they play is going to be after you, right? Everything that they play is after you. And they've got a decent, I mean, they've got a mid-range schedule. So the Ducks are there. Saturday, when we play, hold on. Saturday, when we play the Avalanche, they play the Knights, right? We play the Avalanche at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. They play them at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. So behind us. Then on Monday, we take on the Jets again. We take on the Jets, and they take on the Sharks. That could be good for them, right? And then also Monday, that 7th, I've actually already posted that show. I'm going to do a special show with the Blues Fan Forum podcast. They're going to come on my show live and record it and then use it for their podcast. So it should be pretty interesting. It should be pretty cool. I think they're going to stay the majority of the show. I know one of them will be there at the beginning. The other one will come in, later, but that's fine. Let's enjoy it. Jacob and Dakota, we say welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I've been doing this a little bit longer than you have, and, you call yours the Fan Forum. I'll call you guys my fan of the game for that game. That sounds, I'm looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are too. I hope you share it with your friends and we get that 50 viewers we want, right? That I want. Then on Wednesday, April the 9th, we play the Oilers at 10 p.m. At the very same time, the Flames are in the Honda Center against the Ducks. Then one of the two games in hand. On Friday, April 11th, we are off. They play the Wild in Calgary. Right? And then we get that game back. The next night, we play on Saturday, we play Seattle in Seattle. Then on Sunday, we play that, they get their game back. They get the game closer. They'll play the Sharks again. And then on Tuesday, April 11th, our last game is against Utah at 8 p.m. Their last game is against the Knights at 9 p.m. And those are Eastern Standard. And then the next day on Thursday, or 2 days later on Thursday, they play against the Kings. You got to win your games. You got to win your games. I don't know, man. Do what you got to do, bud. Play to score. I agree. The Blues really need to just do what they're doing, right? Just keep playing your game, keep your focus, and don't worry about being out. Don't worry about being down. They didn't again. I mean, honestly, should they have won that game against Detroit? No. They should not have. Did Detroit play better than the Blues? Probably not, but they played well enough, and they played the Blues game. They took the Blues game to them and used that stick check, body check between the blue line in the offensive zone, between the blue line and the circles, and made it work. They made it hard for the Blues to get into the zone. They kept, and when they had the puck, they kept the puck. They played the Blues game, and it worked for them. We have to do the same. We have to fight that. Bennington played really well. You might say he gave up that one goal, but it was it was just one of those goals. I don't have an issue with that. Bennington has played fucking unbelievable. We got Hoffer in that tonight. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely positively okay with Hoffer in net tonight. Hold on a second. I don't have all my stuff up. I've kind of been messing around a little bit, doing the mess around. Where are we at here? Okay. Get my paperwork up. Right? You know what, guys? I really need you guys to really start asking more questions. Be more active. This is an interactive show. Be active, especially in the pregame. This is when you should have all your questions and you should be asking them. I got the stats right here in front of me, right? I can look them up. They're very quickly. Yari's played 31 games. He spent some time down. He is 13-11-5 with a 321 and an 892. He's playing a little above those numbers. Joel Hofer has played 29 games. He's 15-7-3. He's got a 262 and a 905. I say he's playing right at those numbers, if not a little above them, right? Not much above them. I think he's playing closer to a 2.4 and a 9.10, but I could be wrong, right? On this 11-game win streak, the Blues they've only allowed 3 goals one time. Thanks for the Blues content. Hey, Teddy, how about Holloway? Steal of the season, in my opinion. Teddy, I'm you can ask anybody. I'll put I know you don't see it on Facebook because a lot of my followers are on Facebook, but look, I said when this deal went down that Holloway was probably the better pickup. And Broberg's been great as a defenseman, but Holloway's come out of his shell. Holloway has absolutely come out of his shell, and as soon as Montgomery got here, that was what we were missing. If you remember when I had my website, and Teddy, you may not, but for those of you who've been around, when I had my website, when the COVID season came, I wrote an article that I got chopped the fuck up for, asking if Berube was the right guy to coach this team. I got chewed up for that article. And it was right. It was absolutely right. It was a young team. They didn't need a disciplinarian coach. They didn't. He chased away a lot of guys. And I saw it then. And I got roasted for it. But now we're exactly where I wanted to be with Montgomery. When Montgomery left, I was upset that we let him go. And I will say I was wrong about this, but I thought it was too early for him to go, right? That because of some of the issues and the problems that he had in the past, I was concerned. I thought it was too soon. I didn't know where he was in his recovery. And I understand that a lot, but you know what? He was where he was where he needed to be, right? He has handled everything perfectly. I do believe that at the end of last season, when Bannister was still the interim head coach, the Blues thought Montgomery was going to get fired. And they held on. They waited. And they finally went. And when the Bruins made it the second round, now it looked like Montgomery wasn't going to get fired. That's when they hired Bannister for the 2 years or the 3, whatever it was, just enough to get to Steen. And then Steen picks his coach. I think Steen wanted Montgomery also. Right? I think Steen wanted Montgomery also. And I think Bannister would have been a good coach for these guys if he would have worried about the offense and not the defense. Right? Man, doing Lift, I get lucky and I get hockey fans. I get a lot of Canadians, so I get to talk some hockey. And you'd be surprised how many of them absolutely understand that hockey is not a defensive game. Boy, let that sink in. Who thinks I'm fucking nuts right now? Who thinks I'm nuts? I want to see if somebody thinks I'm nuts. Hockey is not a defensive game. It's not. It's an absolute offensive game. And we've talked about this time and time again. The key to winning a hockey game is what? I'm asking you guys, what is the key to winning a hockey game? And no, it's not scoring the most goals. That's a dumbass answer. Give me the intelligent answer. The key to winning a hockey game in the NHL. What is the key? And if someone says score the most goals, you're getting banned. You're getting a game ban. You're getting a game misconduct. I know Shocky's going to do it just to be a jackass. Come on, guys. You only need defense if you're not producing enough offense. But look at Edmonton Oilers. I mean, they got offense out the yin yang and not enough defense. 3 shots in the first 45 seconds. No, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I've talked about this. There is a straight up key to winning hockey games. No, the exact opposite. Teddy, I disagree. It's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. You're missing something. I would say the key to winning hockey games would be to stay out of the penalty box. Nope. No, you're missing it. There's something else. Think about this. If you did this thing for 60 minutes, you would not lose the game. You could not lose the game. If you did this thing I'm talking about for 60 minutes, you could not lose the game. Could not lose the game if you did this thing for the entire 60 minutes. If you think D before offense, you've already lost. I think so. I know Teddy's like, who the fuck this guy think he is? Tell me I don't know. And I didn't say you don't know. I said I disagree with you. You're right. I misspoke. I meant it the other way around. Come on, guys. No, Teddy, if that's the way you think, that's fine. Okay? It's just I agree. I think differently. I don't mind differences of opinions. Now, I might tell you you're wrong, and that's just me being a jackass. But your opinion is your opinion, and you're welcome to it, especially on this show. Since you guys aren't answering, I'm puck control. 2 words, puck control. If you control the puck, the other team doesn't touch the puck and can't score. It is puck control, puck control, puck control. And when you have that puck control in the offensive zone and you keep it in the offensive zone, even if you see, this is the difference between Montgomery's system and Bannister and Berube's system. In Bannister and Berube's system, yeah, this one, okay. In Bannister and Berube's system, when you gave the puck up in the offensive zone, 3 of your 5 fell back. In the Bannister system, 1 of your 5 fall, are not Bannister. In the Montgomery system, you got to remember it's backwards for me, right? This is my right hand, this is my left hand, but when I see it on the screen, it looks the opposite, right? Because I'm looking at myself on the screen, so I'm able to, without being able to see myself, I couldn't do this show. I absolutely could not, right? You have to be able to see yourself to handle what you're doing. I went 3 shots in 45 seconds, dominant first. I just want, I don't know 3 and 45, but I'd like to have 4 or 5 in the first 5 minutes, right? How you win and what you do in the neutral. That's Matt Lowe just being Matt Lowe. I honestly believe that puck control is the biggest key. Yes, a surprise. Little surprised at that because Dvorsky only got 1 game, and I thought Dvorsky had a better game than Snuggerud did. But I think age has something to do with this. Teddy says the Blues have been so good at keeping the puck. Coach Monty's system is far better than what Bannister had. They seem to lost it with Benny at the helm. Because he went defense. Just before he got let go, Bushnevich came out and said, we don't even practice the offense anymore. And it was frustrating the guys. That it was straight up, right? And Bannister was an extension of Berube. He really was for a while, right? One of the things that you see now in Bannister's system that went away, I've talked with Shaggy about this numerous times. Even with Bannister's first game against the Rangers, I brought it up. I know I get that, but you can still, they sent him back down, so we had the time. I would agree with the statement. I was hoping for a Bolduc. No, okay. I do not want a Bolduc, Dvorsky, Snuggy line. I want a Neighbors, Schnugs, Dvorsky line. Neighbors, Dvorsky, Snugard line. That's the line I want. Put Bolduc up on the top line, take this line, put it second, and drop the shin line down to third, but treat your second and third line exactly the same. Give them the same minutes. Give them the same minutes, right? Put them out. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4. Do it like that. And I think that I would love to see that line. I'd love to see that line. I'd love to see that line. Neighbors, Dvorsky, and Snugard get 15 minutes. Because that's a line that I think gets a point a game. Right? Oh, listen here. I wonder if Snoogs would be better on a line with Thomas. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, he'll get there, but not yet. I want Snuggie to be on the first line with Tomer, start Dvorsky out at 3C until he figures some stuff out. He's been working with that. Yeah. Snoogie's not ready for the first line. I don't even think he's ready for the second line yet. He showed signs of confusion, and that's fine. First game, different. I get it. I get it. But again, I'm telling you, you take Neighbors is now a veteran. He's a young vet, but he's a veteran. He's what? This is his third year, fourth year, third year, something like that. He's got that veteran knowledge now that he could support those two rookies on that line. He had one good shot. He had one good shot, but it's gonna take some time. Right? You can't you put him up on that line, he's going to make too many mistakes for that line. You're going to have Tomer and Bushnevich worried about covering his mistakes instead of playing their game. Right? And I guarantee you that happens. That's why I think you take a young guy like Neighbors, put him with Snugard and Dvorsky, and he's not as worried about, they're all worried about their own game and each other's game. They're not worried about the mistakes. They're just worried, and that line's going to work, right? I think next year, Kairu's back up on the top line. I really do. I can see Kairu, Tomer, Bushnevich coming back, and Holloway, Bolduc, Shin being the same, right? Sonny, I think, will get traded. When I look at our roster, there are a couple names on this roster that I see being gone next year, right? We have 2 UFAs, Fosca and Suter. Fosca at 3.25 is too much. For a fourth line guy, he's too much. I know that WTF line is working, but I would like to put Sundqvist down on that line, right? Put Sundqvist with Walker and Torpachenko. We got him for another year, and if you can't trade him, at 1.5, I think that's better. And then you open up that 3.5 to bring another guy in that can go in that third line or even a defensive guy, right? Because we've got more stuff down. The big question mark, the biggest question mark right now is Krug. Krug is the biggest question mark, right? If he comes back and play, you got to trade him, and you're going to have to eat half of the salary for 2 years because you're not trading him at 6.5. You're not, and he's got a 15-team no trade list, so half the teams, the bottom team. So you're going to send him to a good team, but it's a team. If that team wants him, right? That's kind of where I'm at, and I don't have. Okay, let's see where we're at now. We'll be top 6 next year. Puts the captain and Neighbors down. Not sure about that yet. Maybe not immediately, but that's the plan. Could be. Anthony, I've been good, man. I can't wait to come home this summer. Can't wait to come home this summer. You're nuts, but you're right about hockey. JJ's a little behind, I think. This is, I mean, if they 3 times in the history of the St. Louis Blues have they had 10 wins or more, 10 in a row. The first time they won the President's Cup. Second time they won the Stanley Cup. We're not winning the President's Cup. Could we win the Stanley Cup? I don't think so. But they're definitely, they're the talk of the NHL right now, right? All the podcasts. There's some guy, some Leafs fan out there that's now, they're the St. Louis Blues and they just don't lose on TikTok or Facebook Reels or something like that. Just being a jackass, but I mean, but he's getting it right. Will we see another win? I think so. I really do. I think that this team is dialed in and locked in. And as long as they don't get blowed out, they got a chance. Right? Hoffer, like I said, last 4 starts, he's got a 125 and a 942. What did I say? I said he was playing better than his overall numbers, and that's a lot better, but let's see what he does. See? Sister JJ, he's behind. But he's the puck control. He's behind. And if we lose, blame it on me. Anytime, my brother. Anytime, man. Anytime. This is McGongle, right? I'm pretty sure this is McGongle. This is McGongle, right? Joey! How you doing, Joey? Welcome back, man. Nice to see you. You're hanging in there and sticking with me, giving me some love. I appreciate it, man. Da, 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 da. Hey, if you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to put that thumb in the air. Let us know that you care. Come on. John Hefner did it. Jason Nichols did it. My old XO, the guy that helped bust me. It wasn't his fault. It was mine. Paul Roseball. Thank you, Paul. Or I should say XO. I really should call Paul. Probably could now. And Joey Goodman, Kenny Go, thank you. Aaron Nels, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you do it on YouTube, I appreciate it too. I cannot see your names. All right, I just can't. YouTube doesn't show me who likes it. I wish they did, but they don't. Oh my goodness. I think the best way for the Blues, by the way, 12. We haven't had 12 in a while. We got 12 right now. Woohoo! Come on, keep it up. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Joey might have been there. I'm still fired. We're in. I agree about putting Jake Neighbors with the 2 young studs. I admire you being the Hawaii Blues fan. I have lived in the Denver area for the past 4, but I have always a Blue. Well, hey, man, I grew up in the St. Louis area, right? I grew up in St. Louis. I'm a Navy guy. I spent 20 years in the Navy. This was my last duty station out here. I kind of got stuck out here. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm here. And I have been a Blues fan, 5, 6, 7 years old, somewhere in that, young age, early 70s, right? Mid 70s when I can remember watching games on KPLR Channel 11, right? Really getting into it when I was 8 and 9 with my grandfather taking me to games. I just really always enjoyed the sport of hockey, right? Just always enjoyed it. And it's just fun. That's kind of smart. I know he was in a hotel for a little bit. I guess Shin put him up. Well, remember what Thomas did? Anybody? Come on, guys. When Thomas came up, when he ended up not getting sent down, who did he stay with? Anybody remember? Somebody's got to remember. I know. Oh, my goodness. 12 again. I want to see that number get to 13. By the way, Vitaly Hideaway is here. Thank you, Vitaly Hideaway. We appreciate it. I hope Big Walt, yep, he stayed with the Kachucks. And during the playoffs, when Brady and Matt were out, they were told, you leave him alone. You don't fuck with him. You don't mess with him. Right? You leave him alone. So, and I think that helped the Kachucks. I think it helped the Kachuk brothers a lot. Fowler's goal, man, that was pretty neat. Wait, out-of-pocket question. What's better, Honey Nut Cherry or the Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Yeah, that's a out there. I'm not a fan of either one of them, but if I had to, I would say that I would go the Cinnamon Toast Crunch over the Honey Nut Cheerios if I had to choose out of the two. Teddy says, well, me too, since the birth of the franchise when I was 7. Absolutely love how Thomas stayed with the Kachuk. I mean, I think meant Kachuk family, yeah. Right? So there's an excitement in the air that we haven't had since 1920, since before COVID. And since COVID, it's gone. Oh, best cereal all time. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because I've never really been a cereal person. And when I was a kid, we didn't get the fancy cereals, right? I was from a upper lower class family, I guess you could say. Or either upper lower class or lower middle class. And you know, we got the off brand. Like I drank more Vest soda than, that's why I drink Coke now. Because when I was a kid, I couldn't have, I got Vest Cola. Right. So, I don't know. I'd almost have to go with the old-fashioned Raisin Bran, but I don't like how Raisin Bran gets soggy in milk really quick. So I'm not sure, man. I'm not just a big cereal guy there, Anthony. At home since the Four Nation. Before it, they were 12, 14, and 2. 2 games under 500. Now they are 9-0-1. They are 9 games over 500. Honey bunches of oats. Fight me. Cheerios, the simple cereal. What was the first cereal? What was the first cereal like we know of cereal today? See if anybody gets it. I think they will. Enough history buffs here. I think they'll get it. All right. That's another. Oh, by the way, did you hear what Bennington had said? They brought it up on the last broadcast, and I said it a week before about what was going on with this team and how it what part of this team reminded him of 2019, and it was the WTF line. If you watched me last week, I said the exact same thing before that was brought out in the last game. Got to keep Crosby off the board. Got to keep Crosby off the board. Kellogg's. Which Kellogg's? Which cereal? They were the first cereal maker. That is correct. The street there reminds me of 1819 when they caught fire late in the season and rolled. Somewhat, not completely. You're kind. It was cornflakes. It was cornflakes, and it was based off a type of granola where they had made a mistake, and it came out good. So they left some flakes overnight or something in the roller, and something in the roller. I saw the thing on history about it. Kyrou, 32. This is the thing with Kyrou. So many people got down on him, and he led all this. He's led the team in points almost the entire season. He's been in the top 3 or 5 the entire season. Oh, he's not good enough. Kyrou, get rid of Kyrou. Trade Kyrou. Trade Kyrou. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. Russ Stew is Russ and Kenny Grote. Thank you guys. Thank you. I am ready for some hockey. Are we going to make it number 11? I hope so, man. It's all about. First of all, Pittsburgh is not making the playoffs, right? And they're not a 500 team. So you got to take advantage of that. But you cannot let this be a trap game. You cannot be so like this that it becomes a trap game. You've got to really focus on you. Don't worry about them. Play your game. You play your game, you're going to win. Right? Krug will not play for the Blues ever again. I am pretty sure of that. But the only way you're trading Krug is eating half of his salary for 2 years. Now, everyone talks about this being able to open up cap space. You're really not opening up the $3.5 million, but with the cap jumping up, you kind of don't need it. Hey, Shock. Yep, we talked about it. The bookends. I use that in my thing for the show. You put it out in the post. The bookends. I use that in the thing for the show. I appreciate that. Krug will never play for the Blues again. I just don't see it. That is a divorce that this is the divorce that we knew was coming. We just didn't know how to butt it. Oh yes, he is on LTIR. I'm hoping I guess they're hoping that he stays on LTIR, but if he's healthy, they got to trade him, and how they trade him is going to be the issue, right? And that's what's going to be important. How they do it, McGongle. My grandmother worked in Michigan where it was first developed. Oh, that's cool. Wow. The asylum. Reading my last question, guy. Good trivia. Okay. You know who has more points since the Four Nations than Rousey's number 25? Two players. Ooh, I do not know. Wow. I would think one would have to be Drysdale and Ovechkin. Those would be my two guesses. I missed your question. My answer would be Ovechkin and Drysdale. Almost puck drop, guys. Kucherov and Robert Thomas. Wow, I was way off. Way off. I think mine were good guesses. Here we go. Crosby and Tomer. Puck drop. Oh, nice. I mean, I talked about it already, Erickson. This is that body check, stick check, and I was oh. Good play.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
For what, bud? Oh no, you're fine, man. Don't take, when I say we talk, don't take it that way, bud. You're fine. Bring up what you want to bring up. Don't take it that way. And sometimes I come off as a dick, and I apologize about that. Take out the pins tonight. This game just started. Got it on another screen. Let's go Blues. Well, that's what I do, a reaction show. I watch it with you. So your comments keep this show going, Teddy. Thank you so much. All right, no shots yet. No Malkin tonight. Bennington's goals against is 262, and he's a 9-0. Oh, Torpo! Oh, we knew that was coming. Can we get a little of what's happening? I'll do my best I can, Sister JJ. I'm not great at play-by-play. Crosby with the shot, Hoffer with the save. And Sister JJ, you need to forward. I think you're behind. You need to fast forward, bud. Oh, Torp just missed there. Oh, if he could have just got that puck up. Shots are one apiece. Oh, Hofer, big save there. Sorry, bud. Oh, that was fast. 1-0. Oh, now you just got to go. Do you think the Blues will keep? No, I think they're going to let him go. I think they're going to let him go. I mean, if he's cheap, and I mean, it's a 50-50. Okay. Oh, Shen just missed. Yari shut us down last time, so we really need to. If I remember right, we didn't score till like the third period, and they led most of that. They led the entire game. Kyra couldn't get it out. Thought that was offsides. I guess it wasn't. Russ gets that, his 27th of the year from Gordy, his first assist of the season, and Timmons. Oh, Snooki almost got a point there. Snooki kept it in. Snooki's playing hard on the blue line. Yeah. Yeah, you might be a little behind there, Teddy. Ow. Got to get some air in here. Teddy might be watching on center ice. They're about a 2 to 3 minute delay. I hate it. Oh, loaded Bush. Oh, Bush lost it. Oh, Penn's good defense in the in front of the blue line. Fox had a good season. Better season than I think people give him credit for. Yari with the stop on Kairu. Oh, that looks good. We don't have Panera here. Cardinals are off today. They have a 3-game series against Boston starting tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Falk has been very solid during the streak, playing the best hockey of the season. I think he's had a better season than people. I mean, you can't go and look at, to me, the first part of the season, that first third of the season, you really can't look at it and go, well, he played bad. Well, everybody did, because they were not, they were playing defensive hockey, and you can't win playing defensive hockey, right? There's defense does not win championships. Puck control wins championships. And the teams that are puck control, Sammy Helms. Hey, Sammy, how you doing, buddy? Russ, Sammy, thank you. Hayes, boo. I can't believe they're giving him video tribute. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, that was. Well, I don't know if they gave him a video tribute. You notice how the crowd was like, he came here and was a jackass. Uh-oh. They're trying, I don't want to say they're trying to get fancy, but they're trying to find a hole. They're trying to force some holes. Oh, there we go, Sonny. That was a little bit of a... Thought it was really cool when the Blues played trivia. Oh, yeah, they did that perfect. They did that really, really good. I'm hoping to get him on the show sometime soon. I really am. I'm going to try and reach out to some people I know and see if I get lucky. I would really love to get him on the show. Yeah, he did that. His wife's podcast, I think it was, right? I'm going to try. No promises. That's all I can do. I've kind of been shut out of getting players on, but I might try and reach out some stuff. Hey, Shockey, if you can, find out who the new president of the Alumni Association is going to be. I kind of need to know that. Well, Blues going on the power play. Oh, yeah. Look at it going. Yeah, that's absolutely holding there. Yep. Here we go. Power play. Need to get one here. Oh, okay. No issues. Oh, Bolduc I don't think Bolduc was expecting that. Oh, Snooky's on the power play. Oh, they just can't get this puck set up. Bruce is retiring, I think. I heard Bruce is retiring. Oh, they're trying to find holes. Well, back to full strength. They killed that one. Shotless on the power play. Shots are 4-3 in favor of Pittsburgh. Stay on that puck. Come on, Fosca, get that puck. Get that stick in there. Penguins got it out. Puck in the netting. 9:03 to go in the first. No issue. You're going to be, you're going tomorrow, right? Or Saturday? Tomorrow? Trying to make something happen instead, or trying to find something open instead of making something happen. Oh, you're not going. I thought you were going. Good puck movement. They're just a tad off. Can't let the moment be too big. It feels like it might be for him today. Just feels like the moment might be too big for him. I know what you're saying. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant, the puck cancer thing, yeah. Oh, Tuck. Shots are still 3-4, 4-3 Pittsburgh with 7:40 to go. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Please, if you are watching, put a thumb in the air. Say hi. Like it on YouTube. Like it on Facebook. Tell your friends about it. We have a goal. I want to get to 50 viewers just one time. Right? One time this season. I want to get to 50 viewers. Help me get there. Monday, we're doing a special show on against Winnipeg with the Blues Fan Forum podcast. Please come and join us. I've already posted the show. There you go. That's the show coming up on Monday. Please join us. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. Check out the BlueNote Fan Report on Monday, April 7th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time as the St. Louis Blues take on the Winnipeg Jets. I'll be joined by the Blues Fan Forum podcast. Nail Hayes. We gave him up for nothing. We couldn't even trade him. We had to give him away. That's what I unfortunately, I think that's what's going to have to happen with Krug. We're going to have to give him away and eat half his salary for 2 years. Hello, Kansas City Chiefs fan from Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Thank you there, JJ. Sister JJ and Jeremy Bender. Thank you. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. We are good. We are good. We're enjoying some Blues hockey. They're down 1-0 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Shots are 6-3 in favor of Pittsburgh. Blues are 0-1 in the power play, and Pittsburgh hasn't had one yet. Though they probably could have got one there. I picked Walker for the first goalie again. Where's Hefner? I haven't heard from him in a while. Hefner! Hefner! Yeah, be careful if you're in the lower Missouri, upper Arkansas. Come on, lady. Storm chaser. Ooh, what a job. Please take cover in those areas. Oi, oi, oi. TNT is dynamite. TNT is out of sight. Well, 3:08 to go. Shots are 6-3. Blues are kind of low on shots. Oh, he couldn't get it over to. Oh, he couldn't get it there. That could have tied this game up. Oh, nice kick, Walker. Needed a little more on that, Tuck. Needed a little more on that. Thank you, Sister JJ. I appreciate it. 9 people still watching during a period. That's actually pretty good. And keep it up, guys. Keep sharing the show. Help me out. I appreciate it. Are you on the mainland or are you in Australia, bud? And I would like to keep, I appreciate the warning, but I'd like to keep it to hockey if you don't mind. Here we go. Oh, God. Crosby's been a pain in our ass this game. Yeah? Okay, you're chasing from Australia. Okay. Just wondering. Jamie said they don't seem connected, and I kind of agree with them. I kind of agree with them. I think it's a big moment, and the moment's getting to them a little bit, and they've got to not worry about the moment. On Monday, I will be doing a special show with the Blues Fan Forum podcast. We'll be doing my standard regular show. They'll be joining me and then recording it and posting it on their podcast. I look forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. Shilu, I would agree with you. It does feel flat, bud. It does feel flat. That show is already posted. You're not the only one there, bud. Broden, how you doing, man? I agree. Sloppy first period. I think the moment has gotten to them a little bit. And then, that's fine. If you're only down 1, you can come back. labor in there. Hope Holloway's not hurt. That is a fair statement. I think it is. I think it is a little bit. And like I said, the moment might be getting to him. And if it is, that's fine. But just fight through it. You know, you got. It's going to happen, right? Everyone's thinking about it. You say you're not, but you know you are, right? Pittsburgh wants to end it. Pittsburgh's season is almost over, and they'd like to take down the Blues a bit. Right, these guys are professionals. They've got pride, and that's the end of the first. Little flat. They were flatter than they were flatter than the most flat-chested girl in the world. They were flatter than a tire driving over the spikes. All right. We'll get in. What do we got? Okay. Out of town scoreboard before we get into that. I want the 2 because you only got a 3-point cushion on Calgary, and they got an easy game tonight. Okay, out of town scoreboard. Canadians are up 2-0 on the Bruins with 2:11 to go in the second. At the end of 2, the Senators are up 2-1 on the Lightning. The Senators have been a very pleasant surprise this season. Avalanche are up 2-1 on the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets losing tonight could open up some playoff spots for some teams. The Penguins 1-0 on us. Predators and Stars are with 1:29 to go in the first as scoreless. Later tonight, the Kings are in Utah, the Ducks are in Calgary, the Jets are in Vegas, and the Oilers are in San Jose. Hey, Chiefs fan, let's keep it to hockey, please. I like your comments. I like your commenting, but I'd like to keep it to hockey. Please keep it to that. I don't want to put you in a timeout, please. I try to be. What do we got here? Let's go over some stats. Shots are 8-4 in favor of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had 17 attempts to the Blues 11. So, yeah, that's a flat team. Hits were 9-7 in favor of St. Louis. Pittsburgh had 4 giveaways to St. Louis's 5. Pittsburgh had a takeaway. St. Louis did not. Pittsburgh blocked 3 shots. St. Louis blocked 6. Face-offs were 8-6 in favor of the boys in blue, 57% to 43. There was 1 penalty and 1 goal. Penalty came at the 8:19 mark. Kovoyan for holding. The Blues were not able to score. At the 3:32 mark, Brendan Russ makes a slick little move. Rookie McGroarty gets his first NHL point. First NHL point in his 4th game. I think I read that right. Yep, he gets his first NHL point in his 4th game. Rickard McGroarty gets his first NHL point. Congratulations and welcome to the National. Tough question. For me, it's all going to depend on goaltending. I think if Hellebuyck is rested, they're going to win that series in 5. Winnipeg will win that series in 5. I think we can take Vegas to 7. I don't see us getting past the first round. But I do think that if they keep playing this strong, that they could get to that point, right? Who's not in the playoffs in the NHL? Are we in the playoffs? Not yet. The Blue Jackets is tied. I missed some stuff here. Blue Jackets is tied. Really? I mean, that's just my thought process now. It could change, but right now, I don't see it. I thought if we made the playoffs, we were going to get swept. Avs 2, Columbus Blue Jackets 2. There we go. Way to go, Jackets. That is true. With 14:04 to go in the second. Oh, I figured you just hated me and didn't want to had blocked me and didn't want to talk to me anymore. And that's fine, Darkness. Welcome back, man. We love you and we miss you. Florida Panthers are in the well, they should be in the playoff. Only 4 teams or 5 teams are locked into the playoffs right now. Right? So the teams that are locked in is Winnipeg, Dallas, Toronto, the Capitals, the Hurricanes, and the Knights. That's it. 6 teams are locked in. Right? Teams that could lock in very soon. The Lightning and the Panthers could lock in the next day, in the next couple of games. Devils are still a long shot. Senators, for the wild card in the West, in the East, is just as much of a struggle as the wild card in the West. Canadians are sitting the top spot, are in the second spot in the catbird seat with 79 points and a game in hand on the Rangers, who also have 79 points. The Rangers hold the tiebreak over the Canadians. So that's something to keep in mind. Really, nobody in the East is eliminated. No one from the East is eliminated yet. The Bruins could get eliminated soon, so could the Sabres. But Montreal is at 79 points. The Bruins are only 10 points back. Now, in the West, the Sharks, the Blackhawks, the Predators, and the Kraken have all been eliminated. The Ducks, if they lose tonight, could get eliminated. Right? Could be eliminated. Utah's in a better position, but the Utah is probably going to get eliminated shortly too. So right now it is the Blues that will eliminate everybody. The Blues, the maximum that they can get is 101 points. If you cannot, if your max total isn't more than 90 or 89 right now, you're not making the playoffs. So that's where that's coming from. In the East, it's 79, and everybody can make right now. Everybody has more than 5 games left. Long way off. I think if we clinch, it's the last game or next to last game. If we clinch. No, Dallas Stars are in. Stars are absolutely in. They're locked in. I would agree with that, my friend. They are something special. What's crazy is Utah, who's 11th in the West, would be in a spot in the East. Yeah. The East is strong at the top, but that's about it. Caps and the Leafs are really strong. You remember when Berube got hired, does anybody remember how many goals I said that Austin Matthews would get this year? I'd be surprised if he passed this number. Does anybody remember what that number was? I want to see if everybody remembers. The Blues being in the playoffs. That's what I'm looking forward to. Right? They're actually in a pretty solid position. I can see the Devils getting in. They've got 6 games left. Yeah, I think the Devils are in a good position. I know the 2 teams behind them. Yeah, I can see what you're saying, but I think the Devils are in an okay position. Like even if we lose in round 1, considering this was supposed to be a retooling year, I agree. Darkness, I absolutely agree, buddy. I want to see if Darkness said anything when to be honest, not much. Just been busy going to the Islanders versus Caps game on Sunday. That could be a good one. Shiloh says under contract next season. No, he's got 2 more years. I've missed some stuff. I spoke with the Rangers about how and when you shoot the puck, you may actually score. When you shoot the puck, you may actually score. Oh, I missed some stuff. Here's some Shaggy. Oh, here's one. Are the Blues going to score some goals? I have them scoring 2. That's on my bingo card. I missed a lot of stuff. Thank you, guys. Wow, very nice. Hey, Caleb, welcome. I hope they do too, my friend. Shaggy says, hey, bro, Darkness. What's good, Darkness? Good to see you, buddy. I agree. Rangers got you that win, yeah, but it was in OT, and they gave a point that we didn't need them to give. Shag also says, spoken to Rain. Okay, I read that one. Is JB? Yeah, he's got 2 more years. He's going to that. Well, we've missed you, Darkness. We really have. Jason says, I was worried about if we win 11 in a row, we may win the cup. Brain game let down. It ain't over till the last buzzer sounds or someone wins it in OT. Yeah, kind of. Okay, I think I'm kind of caught up with the comments. Keep them coming. 3-2 Blue Jackets. Wow. I'm still seeing 2-2, but that doesn't mean anything. Refresh to be fresh. Blue Jackets up 3-2. Yes, with 11:27 to go in the second. Kings and Utah should be getting underway in about 6 minutes, and 36 minutes later, the Ducks will be taking on the Flames. Nope, they're not getting in. In a 2-2. I don't want to see me in a 2-2 either. Shags, did I miss something from Shaggy? Shaggy's always welcome to come on the show. He's got a link. He's just got to let me know he's coming. Wow, man, 12. Wow, keep it coming. This is great. 10 likes. John Jeffrey, JJ, Jeremy Brander, Sammy Helm, Russ Stinley, Kenny Grote, Joey Goodman, Aaron Nels, Paul Rosebud, Russ Stinley, Jason Nichols, and John Hefner. Thank you so much. Oh, your girlfriend, the Dallas Star. You need a new girlfriend. No, Wendy would never be a Blues fan. He would never be a Blues fan. I know enough about Wendy to know that. There is nothing that would make him a Blues fan. Absolutely nothing. Excited to see a young guy. Oh, I agree, man. I really do. Ooh, good for you, bud. Shags, no reason to hate the Blues. Still Final. Shaggy's kind of a Blues fan. Shag's kind of a Blues fan. Are you seeing comments from Shags? I'm not. Oh, okay. They're talking about I talked about this last game, right? I talked about it last game. Who's the next guy you see getting extended? Ooh, I don't see anybody getting extended for a while. I was looking at, I had it pulled up earlier. And I had Pedia pulled up earlier. So next season, right? Not next season, season after next, 2026. You've got Joseph, Holloway's a UFA, Texier's a Holloway's an RFA, Texier's and RFA. I can see Texier not being here. I can see him getting traded. Sundquist is the UFA. I see him being gone. Torpachenko's a UFA. I can see us signing him. Next season, I could see Holloway getting a contract early. Bolduc, I could see, he's an RFA. He won't be arbitration eligible. He'll get they'll wait till last minute on contract with him to see where the salary cap is. Fowler, that's a wait and see. He'll be a UFA. Letty will probably not be back with the Blues after 25, 26 after next season. Kessel being RFA, I could see him. They'll wait on him too. You have Hoffer. Hoffer's the next guy. Hoffer's an RFA. He'll get an extension this year, right? Somebody will offer sheet him. I'm almost sure of it. I think they have the money that they want for him, right? And really, next season, the next 2 seasons, Bennington has 2 seasons after this one. He has a 14-team no-trade list and then a 10-team no-trade list. So if you really wanted to, you got to that point and you're ready for Ellis or Zerzinko to come up next season, the season after next, you could trade Bennington and get a couple first-round picks for him, right? You're going to get big trades for Bennington, right? So that's something to think about there, right? Matt Lowe, we could have Patrick Kane, Jonathan Tays, Marion Hossa, Duncan Keith, and Chairman and Crawford in goal. And when he would say we were shitty, yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Oh yeah, it's going to happen. Holloway and Bolberg will wait a little bit. You got it. It'll be Hoffer. Hoffer will be the next extension. Three to go, 2 to tie, 3 to beat. Oh, that sucks. We know it would really suck if he ties it and doesn't break it by the end of the season. I don't know where Danny is. Somebody send him a message. Holloway out. Hope he's okay. I think that brings Dvorsky back. That's cool, Chiefs fan. Let's I don't know if you're watching the game tonight, but let's keep our comments to tonight's game, okay? Thank you. Probably. They're showing McGordy hitting Holloway. I could see that. Let's see. I could also see him going up on that line with Kyrou and Neighbors! Tie game! Great pass by Thomas there, by Thomas, and Neighbors just right where he needed to be on that. Right where he needed to be. Way to go! I think they get 3, bud. Do you need 2 or more, or just 2? I'm not a betting guy. Lovers! They needed that. Now let's see if this is. Let's see if they're woken up. Baden, I agree. Good start to the second so far. Let's see if this changes. There's that stick check there. I don't call it a forecheck. I know I've had our buddy Shockey tell me that's part of the forecheck. If you just need 2, we're getting more than 2. I don't see us winning this game 2-1. Nice little shot by Kyrou there, trying to find a hole. That's a good pick there. I like this throwing it around the back of the net. They've been doing a lot lately because it allows for that. Oh, there we go. We're in trouble. Nice save, Hoffer. Puck out of play. 17:53 to go in the second period. Neighbors' goal was by Thomas and Broberg. Thomas had a 51 assists. Thomas is pushing 80 points this season. Robert Thomas now has 70 points. Could he get 10 between now and the end of the season? I could see that. He's played in 64 games because he missed a few there with some injury, but he's 64 points or 69 points in 64 games. Kyrou is second on the team in points, first in goals with 76 games played, 63 points. Oh, Wendy's here. Yeah, Win, join me, man. We were talking about you earlier. He's got a link. Should have a link. That was a night. Thomas is having a great season. Right? Thomas will be our next. I think Thomas could get to 100 points next year. A healthy Thomas 100 points next year. And we haven't had a 100-point player in a long time. Long time. Like, I think the last 100-point player we had might have been, Snuggie just missed his first goal. Yeah. Oh, he's up on the first. Oh, he hit the goalpost. Okay, Wendy, I'll send you a new one. I don't know why it's not lurking, Win. Oh, someone went down hard. Thomas went down. He's hurting. Thomas is hurt. Oh, they scored, but I think that might get called back. I'm thinking something might get called back there.
Pittsburgh just scored?
No, yeah, Pittsburgh just scored. Thomas got whacked in the face. Oh, he's going right to the back. Oh, that's two guys out. Oh my. Wow, is it you heard that, Shiloh? Or did you watch it later? Yeah, Dimitra may be our last 100-point player, but I'm not completely sure. I'd have to look that up. Thomas and Kyrie both capable of 100 points. Yeah, I think they are too. I think if Thomas is healthy next season, he gets 100 points. Right? I know this is killing you, Wendy, but shots are 12-8 for this period, 4 apiece. Yeah, the whistle should have been blown there.
Looks like Hall was your guys' last 100-point player.
Who? Brett Hall?
Brett Hall.
No.
Yes. I'm looking at it.
Yeah. I would have thought Pronger might have been it.
Pronger didn't even hit 100.
He never hit 100?
No.
Or never hit 100 with us?
Looks like you guys have just a few 100-point players in your franchise.
I know Hall, I know Oates,
Federico,
and,
Janney, and Shanahan.
We had Shanahan?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys offer sheeted for him when he was with New Jersey.
Oh yeah. That's the one that cost us Scott Stevens.
Yep. Because for some odd reason, St. Louis decided to offer sheet 2 years in a row for one Stevens, and then gave him up by offer sheeting for Shanahan.
Yeah, I'm looking at some things like. There we go. Butch Navage. I can't find it. What am I doing here? Right, Wendy. Pavel Bucci. Shanahan's who we traded to get Pronger. Doug Gilmore. Yeah, I think Doug Gilmore had 100 points for us. Did you say Gilmore there, Wendy?
No, because his name doesn't pop up for you guys.
It should. Because I remember looking at that yesterday. Doug Gilmore had 100 points for us.
Okay, he did. His name didn't pop up on for a second. It actually was just hidden on the
problem.
website I was using.
So it's been a while since we've had a 100-point player. I know up until a couple seasons ago, Pavel Dimitra was the last point per player guy we had. And now we've had some point per player guys since then. So Thomas is back out, so I guess he's okay. Walker gets that assist. Like I said, in that first period, I thought the moment that got to him, it seems like they reset in the intermission. Wow! Maybe you can come on anytime you want, bud. Wow! Wow! That's his 33rd goal, and he's just wow. Oh, he made Yari look bad. Oh, did he make Yari look bad there?
I mean, Jari's one of the worst goalies in the NHL this year.
Well, Yari's the last goalie to beat us.
I mean, Jari's still a bad goalie. Trust me. This year, he's one of the worst goalies statistically. He ended up
he was down in the minors for a while, right?
Yeah, because the Penguins gave up on the guy.
Yeah. Fowler, yeah. I told you I thought the moment was got to him. What's the score? It is 3-2 Blues. 3-2 Blues.
So does Alex Ovechkin set the record tomorrow?
No.
I'm saying he will.
You think he gets 3 goals tomorrow?
Yes.
Who's he playing? The Islanders?
Us.
No. Oh, you? Nah. No. I mean, they're in Washington, right?
Yeah, they're in DC.
Who are you starting?
The smart decision would be Spencer Knight, but I could also see them go Soderblom because he's the only one of 4 goalies in the NHL to not have given up a goal to Alex Ovechkin in his
Has
group.
he played him?
Yes.
There we go. How's that for you guys? Check the banner at the bottom. Yeah, he was on. He's had a couple of shifts since he went back out. So whatever happened, he's good to go. 2-time Cup winner. What a piece!
What? I'm
Yari.
trying to figure out
He's had a couple of bad seasons. Didn't he get traded?
who.
Yari. Didn't they trade who?
Yari.
So, what goalie really kind of went in the? I thought Pittsburgh had a goalie to win the craps that they got traded.
I'm trying to figure out who he's talking about first.
Yari, he's talking about Yari.
Tristan
Two-time
Jarry's
cup
not a cup winner. He's never won. He's never made it past the first round of the playoffs.
Didn't he? Who was it that won the 2 cups with them then? The rookie,
Matt Murray.
Matt Murray.
Yeah.
I thought that was Yari.
No, Tristan Jarry's never won a cup and never made it out of the first round of the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was thinking Murray. Yeah, so was I. Guys, come on, be nice to Wendy. Wendy's been, look, I know we don't like the Blackhawks, and Wendy knows I don't like the Blackhawks, and Wendy doesn't like the Blues, and that's fine, but we are good friends. I consider Wendy a very good friend, right? While I was in St. Louis, he came down to where I was to help do a show. He didn't have to do that. I really appreciate him, and he's been on this show a couple of times. More than a couple. He's a regular, and I greatly appreciate him for that. So I just want to say that, Wendy, and Nick, thank you. I really appreciate you, bud.
No problem. But yeah, I have a feeling that I predicted this a few months ago that Alex Ovechkin will set the record against the Blackhawks on April 4th.
I don't see him getting a hat trick. He hadn't had a hat trick all season, has he?
No, he's had 3 hat tricks this year.
Has he?
The last one came in February.
Okay.
I could see Ovechkin get a hat trick against the Hawks. I mean, think about what he did to get 800 goals. It took him to get a hat trick against the Blackhawks 3 years ago.
Yeah. How many does he finish with?
Ovi?
950?
No.
Could he get 900 this year?
I don't think he'll hit a 900 this year. I think he'll end the season. What is Ovi up to right now?
892?
He's 3 away from the record.
Yeah.
Having
2
the record.
from tying it. It's 890. He's got 892.
And I know Washington plays weak teams going down the line, down the rest of the season. I could see him be around 98 at the end of the year. 898. I could see that.
Yeah. Do you think he's got 1 more year or 2 more years left? He's not retiring. I think he's got. I think he signs a 1-year deal, but if he gets close to 950, and they'll sign him for another one, he'll do 2 years.
I could see that, but how many years left on his contract right now?
I think this is it.
No, it's not. I know that. I think it's up after next season. I'm pulling up Wikipedia real quick.
I'll tell you here in a second. He's got 2 more years.
Okay.
Next year. He's got 20 this year and then next year.
Yeah, I thought he was a UFA at the end of next season.
Yeah, he's the UFA in 26-27. I could see him playing.
I could see him sign a year extension, maybe.
But I don't see him getting a 9.5. I see him getting 5, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
But
then again, with the salary cap going up the way it is.
Yeah, somebody's going to throw money at him, but I don't think he's going to go for when someone throws money at him.
I think he'll just stay with Washington. The rest of he's not leaving. Him and Crosby are the 2 guys that are going to stay with one team. I don't know about Crosby. I could see Crosby demanding to be traded.
Well, for what reason though? What reason? I mean, he doesn't need to. He's got what, 4 cups, right?
3 cups.
3 cups, 3 or 4. 3 cups. Yeah, he's got 3 cups. He's got what, 3 Hart trophies?
Something like that.
Right? I mean, he's won everything there is to win. He's a first ballot unanimous Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
The reason why I could see Crosby going to get traded is the fact Pittsburgh has zero future in that organization to compete. Crosby still is up at a point per game pace every season.
Right.
And he's a competitor. Look what he was able to do in the Four Nations.
Yeah.
He was able to produce while injured. The team I could see him realistically ending up with if he does decide to leave Pittsburgh is Colorado with his best friend in Nathan McKinnon.
I could see that. But here's my thing. I don't know how much time he's got on his contract.
He just signed a 2-year extension.
2-year extension?
He got a 2-year extension back in the offseason. And at that time, Pittsburgh was not knowing where they were at. And there was speculation that Crosby may leave Pittsburgh still if he signs an extension.
Okay, who's got 8.7 to take him? Because Pittsburgh's not eating half of that.
Yeah, they will.
You think they'll eat half of it?
Yeah, that's easy money to retain at this point in time.
So first of all, yeah, I'm still doing the game, man. Me and Wendy, when the game's on, we talk about other things and we keep going with the game. We keep up with it. It's 3-2. Shots are 13-11. He's not gonna retire as a Blue. The Blues wouldn't pay him, right?
The reason why I could see Pittsburgh retaining 50% of his contract,
yeah,
it's only 2 years on the contract,
yeah,
starting next year,
yeah.
And with how their salary cap is rising to the point where it is, they will retain that type of money because it's easy money to retain to actually get assets back, a good value set of assets back. Look what the Hawks were able to do.
I don't think
say this.
Colorado has. What does Colorado have to give them, though? I don't think Colorado has enough to give them. What do you think Crosby's worth? What do you think, even at his age, what do you think he's worth? I'm saying 3 first-rounders.
No.
Now, when I say that, what I mean is first-round quality. You know what I'm talking about?
I see what you're talking about, but I think maybe a first-round pick.
Okay.
And 2 close to NHL-ready prospects.
So that's 3 first-round picks.
No, not really.
And an NHL-ready prospect is more than likely a first-round pick.
Not really. Not anymore. The second-round picks players are actually being coming up a lot better too.
Say again, Wendy. I kind of had like 3 different things going on.
Colorado has some prospects in their system that are close, but with how Colorado's structured, they're competing for Stanley Cups and not needing those prospects. They're willing to probably let go of prospects like that. And where
they gave up on Newhook early.
Yeah, and it wasn't a surprising move because Colorado is trying to compete for a Stanley Cup. And at the time when they moved Newhook, Montreal wasn't ready for a cup run, but now they're in position to actually make the playoffs.
Okay, Blues are up 3-2 with 5:42 to go. Shots overall are 14-12 in favor of the Pens. This period, they are 8-6 in favor of the Blues. Oh, Joe Quenneville's at the game. He's getting a nice little round of applause.
Maybe he's interviewing for Pittsburgh's job at the end for the next season.
Possible. I think he's ready to come back.
I I'm saying this. I think Mike Sullivan gets fired at the end after the season's over, and I could see the Hawks be a contender and picking up Mike Sullivan.
You wanted Mike Sullivan, though, right?
Mike Sullivan's on my list for coaches.
Yeah.
Right now, it's Mike Sullivan and David Carl for my top candidates for head coach in Chicago. If the Hawks want a veteran head coach, and if Mike Sullivan's available, you go for Mike Sullivan. If he's not, that's when I say go for David Carl from Denver University.
Recently, Quinville has been doing some interviews and stuff. He did a Life is a Blue type thing. So he's been doing some stuff. He's been getting back in it. He's sitting in the box with Armstrong. To me, if he was interviewing for Pittsburgh job, he'd be sitting in Pittsburgh's box, not the Blues owner's box, right?
I'm just making a joke.
I'm wondering if he's taking a role with the Blues, like
visor, like a visory role.
Yeah, something along that line.
I mean, that's what he did before he became head coach in Chicago.
Oh, we might get a penalty shot. Oh, that should be a penalty shot. That was a wide open goal that got taken away. There should be a penalty shot, a power play and a penalty shot. Two separate penalties here.
Crosby go to change. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying there, Kansas City.
Yeah. See, right there.
Whoa. I know what you're saying. That is false reporting already. There's already confirmed false reporting about. I saw the report where someone said where they claimed Elliot Friedman came out saying that Bedard's agent is telling him not to sign an extension. That is false. Elliot Friedman has even said that is false. He never even reported that.
Yeah.
It's false. Now with what the Hawks have going for themselves, Bedard seems like he is super happy with what the Hawks are doing.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. They've got him for another what? He's 19, right?
Yeah, he's 19.
They got him for another 5 years, no matter what. Till he's 24, right?
I think
24 or 25.
I think it's
25, but since he started playing when he was 19, that drops down a year.
No, it's if you. I know what you're talking about. It should be 26, but since he started at 18, it would be 25.
5. So yeah. So at this point, to me, as an RFA, he's not going to be able. He's not going to be able to sit there and hold out. I don't think he can hold out. Right.
Also, with what the Hawks have going for themselves, Bedard seems super happy with what's been going on in Chicago lately. The Hawks, I will say this, the Hawks went from the 5th oldest team at the start of the season. In the last week, they became the 5th youngest team in the NHL. That is a massive turnover to being an old fart team that doesn't produce anyways with a bunch of veterans that suck to a young up and coming
3-on-2 or 5-on-3
to a young up and coming roster with prospects his age range where he is enjoying playing with players that are playing his age group and he can develop with them. The Hawks are doing something right here where they are not now an old, slow roster. They're a young, fast, fun roster who nearly beat the Colorado Avalanche just last night.
Yeah.
frankly, they should have.
And again, that's why I don't think that Crosby or Ovechkin gets 6 or gets 3. Sonny's gonna sit out for a little bit. 5-on-3 for 38 seconds.
I could see.
4-minute high stick. Yeah,
I could see Ovi doing it tomorrow, mainly because the Hawks have a super young defense core. It's very inexperienced. The 2 most experienced players on the defense core, one is Connor Murphy, who's the longest tenured Blackhawk, and the other is Alex Vlasic, who is in his 3rd season in the NHL.
Yeah.
And the rest are rookies.
Vlasic's making a name for himself. I will say
I
that.
love Vlasic. He has the best contract in the National Hockey League, hands down.
5-on-3, 3-2.
Matt Lowe, you're wrong with San Jose's miles ahead of the Hawks.
I don't think they are either. I think that's just Matt Lowe giving you his crap, man.
I know, but I'm just saying, I've seen reports where they say San Jose's miles ahead of the Hawks. The Hawks have one of the best young defense cores in the league for prospect pool rankings. And what the Hawks need is a couple forward prospects. And this team has what it takes to start really pushing. The Hawks have a bright future. San Jose does too. But the Hawks, I think their window opens up sooner than San Jose.
Oh, Thomas just missed there. Man, the Blues are getting beat up. Pittsburgh's beating the crap out of them. And I can't believe they aren't calling more penalties. Hand pass. Why do the Nashville Predators suck? Well, because they have too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. Right?
Nashville sucks because Barry Trotz is a terrible GM, and going after all the big name free agents they did in the offseason, it hurt the chemistry in that locker room.
We should have another 5-on-3. Shen got absolutely nailed in the lower back.
And Nashville should go into a rebuild, not what they're doing.
I think Nashville's going to have a huge rebound next season. I think next season Nashville's going to be the team that everyone thought they were this season.
Nashville needs to fire Andrew Burnett. He's not the right coach for that team.
And I think that could happen.
Barry Trotz also should not be a GM. He's a terrible GM.
Oh, just watch it. He's talking about San Jose. Look, it's about time that some of these teams get better. Oh, Sonny was trying to be flippant there and almost cost us. $1:45 to go in the second. 2:03 to go on the penalty.
I agree. Marchessault should go back to Vegas, but it won't happen. Vegas kind of did Marchessault dirty. I don't see Marchessault ever going back there.
Yeah, they did. But Shen, nice shot. This team is hot. I hope they can keep this going in third. I'd like to see him get another goal before the end of the second. Power play struggling a little bit. Oh, that was close.
Matt Lowe, do you even know any of the Blackhawk prospect core they have?
No, hard shot. Blues could score here. Colorado is up 5-3 on the Blue Jackets now with the end of 2. The Senators beat the Lightning 2-1. And the Canadians are up on Boston 3-1 with 3:15 to go in the third. They're playing. It's a physical game. It's a very physical game, and that kind of worries me, especially when we've got the Avalanche in 2 days.
Bunch of nobodies, really, Matt. Bunch
Wendy,
of nobodies.
That's who
I
Matt
know.
Lowe is. He's just trying to rile you up, bud.
I know. I could rifle off the names right now. Sam Renzel.
That should have been. It should have been 4-2.
Here's the list of prospects that are already in the NHL that the Blackhawks have now: Sam Renzel, Oliver Moore, Frank Nazar, Kevin Korchinski, Artem Lechunov, who went second overall in the draft last year. We also have Louis Crevier. We have Ethan Del Mastro. Spencer Knight now in net.
Come on, Matt Lowe. Let's back off on Windy.
The
man.
Hawks' young prospect core is bright. Trust me.
I know. Look, I'm still not sold. I'm still not sold on Bedard, but that's just me being me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've said this, Wendy, and you know I've said this. I want the Blackhawks to be good again.
Yeah.
Right? Because when the Blackhawks and the Blues are both good, this rivalry will heat up.
Yeah, because right now it's a dead rivalry.
More or less, yeah.
I heard what St. Louis has even said, that their rival is either Nashville or Minnesota. That should not ever be a thing. It should be Chicago versus St. Louis forever as a rivalry.
Oh, I absolutely.
But right now it's a dead rivalry because the Hawks are in a rebuild.
Well, but the Wild are in a playoff spot, so I don't see how you have a rivalry with them. I mean, we're playing right there with them. We're right there with them.
I'm saying no, as top rivals, not like division rivals, just top end rivals.
Yeah.
I've heard players even say Minnesota's their top end rival and it's not even close, which I'm like, okay. But
that makes zero sense to me.
Yeah. That's why I kind of shrugged my head like, okay. But I'm like, once the Hawks are really at their peak and getting good, which I can see next year, the Hawks really start their turnaround, it could be something special happening soon with Chicago hockey because the prospects are coming and this team is ready to spend some money.
Well, they need to do that. I got a question for you. Well, let me go over the stats real quick, and then I'll ask you this question, right? Well, let me ask you the question. You think on it while I'm going over the stats.
Okay.
Who's your Jack Adams winner? Think on that while I'm going over the stats. So, at the end of 2, the St. Louis Blues lead the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-2. In that period, there were 4 goals, 2 each by St. Louis and Pittsburgh. Shots are 15-14 in favor of Pittsburgh for the game. They were 10-7 in favor of the Blues that period. Pittsburgh, 25, had 31 attempts. The Blues had 34 attempts. Blues had 16 hits. Pittsburgh had 12. Pittsburgh gave the puck away 7 times. The Blues gave it away 11. We saw some of that going on early. Blues have no takeaways. Pittsburgh have 3. Pittsburgh's blocked 6 shots. St. Louis has blocked 9. St. Louis is dominating in the faceoff circle, 23-10 for 70% to 30. In that period, we had our first goal at 39 seconds in from Jake Neighbors, his 20th of the season for back-to-back 20 seasons. Robert Thomas with his 51st assist. Broberg also gets his 20th assist. Then about a little under 4 minutes later, DeWare pops one in. Rickle gets his 33rd assist. Russ gets his 30th. DeWare his 4th goal. Then Bushnevich makes it 2-2. ties it back up with a great goal and a pass from Nathan Walker with his 7th assist. And then Jordan Kyrou leading the Blues with 33 goals at the 8:05 mark with a great pass from Cam Fowler. Okay, so to my question, who's your Jack Adams winner?
It's
Give
between
me your three finalists. How's that?
yeah. I have 3 coaches that are on the list already. Marty St. Louis for Montreal.
Okay.
Dean Evanson for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Okay.
And I will have Jim Montgomery on the list as well.
There, I agree with that. I think you could swap. You could swap St. Louis for Berube.
I wouldn't put Berube in there because he was already gifted a team that's ready for contention. The reason why I have Marty St. Louis on the list is he has this young team in Montreal playing their butts off every night, and they're in a playoff position right now.
Yeah. No, I got no issue. I got no issue. And I just, Columbus has had a rough year, and for them to be where they're at, I'm okay with that. I don't think he wins it. I think it's going to be between Louis and Montgomery, right? And especially if the Blues get into something. If the Blues get the first wild card spot, it's Montgomery's to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's Montgomery's to lose. If Montreal misses the playoffs and the Blues get in, it's Montgomery's to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But if Montreal misses the playoffs, I could see Berube in for St. Louis.
Okay.
Right? With Evanson down in Columbus, what he's had to deal with, he's a finalist. He gets my 3rd vote no matter what. You know what I mean? If I'm voting, you vote 1 through 5.
Yeah, I know.
He's like in my 3rd vote. I'm making sure he's a finalist.
I really like the hiring that Columbus did by getting Dean Evanson. He's an excellent head coach. I was shocked last year when Minnesota fired him. And with all the stuff that occurred in Columbus with Johnny Gaudreau, everyone expected it would be okay if the Blue Jackets were not a good hockey team this year. Because last year, let's be honest, they were not a good hockey team. Now this year, Evanson comes in as head coach, and he has them playing great hockey each and every night.
He definitely rallied them around. Who's your executive of the year?
Executive of the year, I have to give that one a little bit of thought. I would have Armstrong in it.
Armstrong's got to be a finalist, if not win it, right?
Yeah, because of the 2 offer sheets would put him in there, in my opinion.
Right, the 2 offer sheets. We're rebuilding, but we're going to challenge for a playoff spot. The being able to make that coaching change when he did, I'm sorry, that took guts. I know you say it's a no-brainer, but it's not, because you got to think about this. He had Berube. Well, Berube went to Toronto, so that had a little bit to help out, but he was paying Berube. He now had to pay Bannister, right? If he fires him, because he just gave Bannister a 2-year contract, and you're getting rid of Bannister 40 games, not even a season in. I don't think he got a full season. I don't think he got 82 games. But you're taking a huge chance firing him right after firing Berube and bringing in Montgomery, who has struggled in Boston for reasons unknown, because some of it, I don't think it was him. I think his message, I think that older squad didn't want to listen to his younger message, and that might have been some of it. It is 3-2 Blues so far. Look down at the bottom. I don't think I haven't changed it yet. It's still updated in the scrolling. I just feel that he's made the right moves, and if this team gets in a playoff spot, who's another GM that's lifted their team up? And really, you can go back 2 years to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is GM of the year to me is just one year thing. Usually goes back about 2-3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or
because what they did this year, what's happening this year isn't from what their decisions this year were as much as it was their decisions in the prior 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Where with Armstrong, a lot of what's happening now is what his decisions were this year. So I'm on Armstrong. I don't have anybody else. I don't have anybody else that I think where I could look at the GM and go, maybe Florida's GM.
I would not put Bill Zito in it for the pure fact that he made a terrible trade for Florida by trading away Spencer Knight and a first-round pick for Steph Jones, who has been god awful for the Panthers.
And
I would put.
I'm thinking long and hard. I
honestly would have Washington's GM in.
Maybe Columbus's GM.
I think. Think about what the Capitals did.
Oh yeah,
they reamped their roster pretty much in the offseason to really make a good team. Last year, they barely made the playoffs. This year, they could win the President's.
Didn't they? Or out in 5?
They got
swept. They were out quick.
They got knocked out quick, and they barely made it in. They were the last team in the NHL to make the playoffs. The Capitals were supposed to be bad again this year. What he did, he managed to bring in pieces that worked for this roster in the offseason. He got Pierre-Luc Dubois from LA, who's working outstanding, very well for the Capitals. He got Jacob Chikrin on their blue line and Logan Thompson.
Yeah.
Those are three key acquisitions.
We had Thompson. Didn't we have Thompson? No, we didn't have Thompson.
No, you guys never had Logan.
No, we didn't have Thompson. I had him on my fantasy team for a bit, I think. We had Phoenix Copley, who's their other goalie, I think.
I think
Phoenix
it's Lindgren.
And Charlie Lindgren. We had both of them.
I think it's Logan Thompson and
no,
Lindgren.
Wendy will admit that. The biggest GM moves, the offer sheets, hands down. No, Wendy admits that.
I said it.
Yeah, he said that. He's absolutely said that.
I'm just saying for another GM to look at is the Washington GM as a candidate for it, because he managed to make some good moves for that team. That really...
I think this is the first time since 19 that the Blues are going to get some finalists at the awards show. Okay. Right? I think that they're going to have...
not an award show this year.
It's not?
No, they aren't doing it anymore. They canceled it.
Why?
Because it sucks.
I know the draft. They're doing more of a...
I could just say I got to go to the final award show.
Yeah. I think they'll bring it back.
No, from what it sounds like, the reports are the award show, since it doesn't bring in not much for viewership purposes, they might do a mini reward show for like the big 3 awards, like the Hart, the Norris, the Calder, and stuff like that. But it sounds like what they're switching to is presenting the awards to the players before a playoff game, or to the player who did not, if they did not make the playoffs, or if are eliminated, present the award to them at their house.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, I could say either way. I'm looking at this. I could see Montgomery, Armstrong, Thomas, and Bennington all being award finalists.
I don't put Bennington on the list if you're putting him for Vezina.
What he's done at the end of the season, it may be enough to get him either fourth or third.
Maybe fifth, but I don't see him get top three.
Right.
My top three right now is pretty much locked in for Connor Hellebuck's going to win it.
Yeah.
Logan Thompson and Darcy Kemper.
I could see Bennington probably taking over Kemper.
I mean, Kemper has some of the best goaltending numbers in the league this year.
The other, what do I have Thomas up for?
What
do you think I have Thomas up for?
Honestly, I have no clue for Thomas.
Selke.
Okay.
Selke or Lady Bing?
How many penalty minutes does he have?
I don't know off the top of my head. I can look it up real quick, but it's low. It's really low.
I'm thinking it's going to go to Kopitar for both
20
of those awards.
20?
I would say Kopitar ends up with both.
Kyrou only has 18 and 33 goals, 31 assists. Right? I don't know. I could see one of those two, they might cancel each other out. One of those two for the Selke.
I think it's going to be Kopitar or Barkov with the Selke. But I also think Kopitar ends up with the Lady Being because Kopitar.
Kyrou is a plus 22. Holloway plus 21. Bolduc and Boberg both plus 20s, and Thomas a plus 18.
Kopitar has 2 penalty minutes all season long in 74 games played. Plus 12 for the LA Kings with 19 goals, 43 assists. Defensively, he is one of the best defensive forwards in the league this year.
Yeah, I see. I can see him more for the Lady Bing than the Selke.
I see him for Selke.
Selke.
Yeah,
Right.
I see him for both those two awards, frankly, because 2 penalty minutes in 74 games played is just ridiculous.
Guy always overvalues our team, always has, always will. I don't think I'm overvaluing our team right now. I think Wendy's on board with some of mine. I know he's on board with Armstrong and Montgomery, right?
Yeah.
Thomas, he's maybe not completely on board, but he understands it. And I think he understands Bennington, where I said he could be fourth, maybe fifth. You know, he's right in there saying fifth. So yeah, I don't think I'm overvaluing the team right now, especially with what they're doing. You can take a 2-month period and make it your entire season, and that's what this team has done. They turn their season around. This 2-month period, people are going to look at this more than they will what happened before it. And you know, if they win tonight and they're going for number 12 against Colorado, as long as they're healthy, they could easily get it. They could easily get it. They could easily set their franchise record. But, you know, you still got, knock on wood, win tonight. But you just got to keep playing hard, and this team does. And people will remember more what happened now than then. So that's where my thought process is. Before we go, on Monday, April 7th, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, I will be joined by the Blues Fan Forum, Jacob and Dakota. They have their own podcast where they highlight fans of the team. They'll be joining me for the live reaction show. Please join us on Monday. The show's already posted.
Hey, Ryan Green, I need you guys, your Boston U Terriers to finish up soon for the Frozen Four, so you could join the Blackhawks.
Say again.
There's a Blackhawk prospect, same spelling and everything as Ryan Green in the chat.
Yeah.
That ever since I've been kind of giving him, just kind of poking fun at it. Just
yeah.
Same name, same spelling, and now is in the Frozen Four and is expected to sign his ELC with the Hawks once the Frozen Four is up.
Third period just started. It is still 3-2 Blues. Oh, Crosby's all by himself.
See, he wants out.
Huh?
See, he wants out. Dunk.
Yeah, I think Thomas gets either Selke or Lady Bing. And if Parayko doesn't get hurt, Parayko gets a lot of votes for the Norris. He might not be a finalist, but he's fourth or fifth.
In my opinion, the Norris should be Zach Werenski for Columbus. But I think because he's won it before, it's going to end up to Cale Makar.
Oh, man, that could have put this game away. Kyrou and Shen both just missed. But there's that stick check that I've talked to. Ooh, and then Kyrou gets stick check. I really don't want to call it a forecheck because to me, the forecheck, the majority of the forecheck is from the circles, the dot back behind the net, where what you see from the Blues is from the dots to the blue line. And maybe you can still call that the forecheck, but it seems like it's a lot more of a body check, stick check, puck check than it is that heavy knock them off the puck, forecheck that we think of. That's how I see it. I don't know. Nick, do you agree with me or disagree with me on that?
I understand what you're talking about, yeah.
Torpachenko's got wheels. He just doesn't use them as much. And I think that's just the line he's on and that. But there's one thing that Montgomery does not do that just about every other coach in the league does. And I say just about, but there's a few of them that don't. But this is one thing that you can tell Montgomery does not do. And when I ask the question, no one understands what I'm talking about. He doesn't coach the skill out of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
He lets the fourth line and the third line use their skills, not just go down there and win the puck and then pass it, hold it until the first or second line comes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And that's what you see. That's what you see from Bolduc just got rookied. Be careful, we might get rookied here. I really want to see Neighbors, Dvorsky, Snuggerud on a line. I think that would be. I think you make that. You have Thomas, Bushnavid, and Bolduc your top line. You make Dvorsky with Neighbors and Snuggerud your second line, and then your third line class 2B, you make that Shen, Kyrou, Holloway, or whoever if Holloway's hurt, and really what you do, and then you take that second and third line and you flip-flop them. Mm-hmm. So you know how the rotation goes. It goes first, second, third, fourth. Well, the next time it goes around, you put first out, then third, then second, then fourth. And you just do it that way to where they're playing about the even amount of minutes. Right? They're getting closer to an even amount of minutes. And at that point, you're rolling three solid scoring lines. And you have, I think that Neighbors has enough now enough experience now that he's not, a rookie is a rookie for about 3 years in my eyes, right? You're not a vet. It takes about 3 years to become a vet.
I can see what you're talking about, but right now for me in Chicago, it's a little bit of a different story because
maybe a few more years there.
This is Alex Vlasic's second full year in the NHL. I already consider him a veteran on the Blackhawks because
maybe he's the exception to the rule. But for most guys, I still look at Bedard and say he's a rookie because he still makes rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Duncan, be careful.
You know? So to me, it's 3 years.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, nice little move. Oh, that was just a little too much traffic in front of the net. He did go back, but if Holloway's hurt, he's coming right back. He's coming back up. Is he a rescue or
What?
is he a rescue? I think you told me before.
Yeah, I adopted him from Humane Society.
Way to go, Wendy. Way to go.
It's almost a year now since I got him.
Yeah. I know you've had him for a while, but
I got him May 1st last year. I'm hoping if the draft lottery lands in the Hawks' favor this year, they take Michael Misa.
he gets an assist on Snaber's goal. Way to go, Snuggeroo. Welcome to the National. His dad's in the house. Way to go, Snuggeroo. Way to go, Snuggeroo. Oh, what a pass. Did you see that, Wendy?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man, what a pass. Snuggeroo, really nice. Give and go. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Anybody know how many penalty minutes the Blues have this game so far? Anybody know how many penalty minutes the Blues have in this very physical game? This is important. Four 2 Blues. You are correct. There we go. 4-2 Blues. And you guys are correct. We have not taken a penalty yet this game. And this is physical. That's good, disciplined hockey.
Or the refs are just missing stuff.
Not really. Actually, they've missed more on the other side. Bennington and Hoffer, they won't win the what's the award for best?
Jennings.
Huh? The Jennings. But if the Jennings was a voted and not a stat award, they would be a finalist for it.
I think the team that will Hellebuck will end up with the Jennings this year, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the team with the lowest goals against average.
Yeah, there was one time where it was shared by two teams.
Yeah, I can see that.
2015. Corey Crawford and Carey Price shared the Jennings in 2015.
Are you saying they missed two on the blue, Shock? He said two the other side. I think I thought that they missed a couple on Pittsburgh. I don't know if they've missed any on the Blues. Dad's happy.
Dumped.
All right.
Well, guy, I'm going to have to hop off here. Have to let out my dog, and I have to do a couple things, actually.
No problem, man. Thanks for joining me, Wendy. I really appreciate it, bud.
All right. Take care.
Good show today. Thanks, Wendy. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Have a great night, man. Have a great night. It was Elliot and Hollick who won the Jennings. Elliot? No, it was Alan and Hollick, I think. I think it was, it might have been Elliot and Hollick. Might have been Elliot and Hollick. On pit, the delay a game, and then the cross check. Yeah. And yeah, so 3. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that it was more on the other side. I might have to get something to drink here in a second, so maybe next commercial. But hey, man, thanks for keeping the number in the double digits. It's been 9 or 10 or more most of the show, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. Give you guys a round of applause. Yep, game's still going on. It's 4-2. It is 4-2 Blues. Game is still, if I'm on, the game is still on, more than likely. I usually go off right afterwards. Dallas is up 2-1 on the Preds. Utah and the Kings are tied at nothing at the beginning of the second. And with 4:39 to go in the first, it is tied 1-1 for the Flames and Ducks, and the Knights and the Jets are just getting underway. Jake was still in Peoria, okay. Elliot and Hollick had to look it up. No problem. Oh, Ricky tried to get his first goal. He got his first NHL point, 2 first NHL points in this game. 1 on each side. Chiefs fan, I mean, I see some of that. If I don't think it's, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think it's something that's beneficial to the game show, to the show and the game that's going on. I don't post it. So please forgive me if you think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. If it's not something that I think is beneficial, I don't post it. And that's for everybody. You don't see it on Facebook, but there's a lot more quotes on comments on Facebook, and they know, right? Oh wow, that's I gotta go Hoffer, Neighbors, and Cairo in no particular order. Those are my 3 stars, Borden. What do you think? Braden? Sorry, I seen it wrong. Hope for Snoogie neighbor. Same thing I said. Oh no, you had Snoogie in there. I'm not with Snoogie yet. I think Kairu, especially Kairu's big goal. Those Snoogies had to get, yes, I am in Hawaii. I live in Hawaii. I have for 21 years. It'll be 21 years this month. Actually, just now. I think it just came up 21 years. Got here in 2004. Yeah, but if you're doing that, don't you give the other guy, on Pittsburgh that got his, McGroarty, who got his first NHL point too? So that's why I'm not there yet. I mean, it doesn't mean it will change. All right. I don't think anybody from the Blues has 2 points. I think everybody's got one. Yeah. No, Neighbors has got two. So Neighbors has got his 2 assists. You're talking 18 of 20 for Hoffer, which is, in my eyes, good numbers. They're probably going to get 5 more shots. I was born and raised in St. Louis. Born and raised. All right. So we'll see. Just my thought process, bud. My thought process. Oh, I wish I was able to go to that tomorrow. Really do. Here we go. Monday, April 7th. We just took our first penalty, Falk. Monday, April 7th, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. The St. Louis Blues will take on the Winnipeg Jets. I will be doing a collaboration show with the Blues Fan Forum, Jacob and Dakota. Join me during the show. Please join us. Share the show is out there. Check YouTube or Facebook, BlueNote Fan Report, and share it with your friends. Let's get that goal of 50 people. Well, Blues on a penalty kill. Need to kill this. I agree, man. Big penalty kill. You kill this off. You can close this one out soon. I remember Scott Young. Oh man, that sucked. Raquel gets the power play goal. Now it's 4-3. Well, now Hoffer comes off. 4-3 Blues. Game got tight. That's a tough one to give up. Well, we say hi to your dog, my friend. Was a good play. Give it to him, Blues 0 for 3 or 0 for 4. Blues are 0 for 4 on the power play. Nice clear, Bolduc. God, his game next year when he gets a full year. Because didn't Bolduc start the season? I could be wrong, but I thought Bolduc. Yeah, he started the season down in. He started the season down in. He started the season over there in Springfield. I was pretty sure of it. 16 goals, 15 assists, 31 points. Raquel from Crosby and Gruslick at 11:15 power play goal. Neighbors is really good at the outlet. Well, just missed Fox. That could have been. See, that's what I'm talking about. You look at plays like that. Normally, on a fourth line, you don't make that play. You're not making that pass. And Montgomery allows these guys. He absolutely does not coach the skill out of these guys, and he lets them play, and it's showing. It's showing, and plays like that keep things moving along in that direction. And this is why we're on a 10-game winning streak, and we're 6 minutes and 50 seconds away from possibly being number 11. They've been outside 8-2. They need to really going. I like that sweater, that shirt he's wearing. I like that shirt. It's the last Saturday game. Robert Thomas, Pavel Bushnev, Jordan Kyrie. Yep, I remember you putting that up earlier, bud. Snuggie. Good shot, Snugs. Oh, that was close. Nice save there. I really appreciate it, guys. We've had 8 to 12 people watching the entire time. I know it's not a lot of big, but you know what? For this show, normally I'm at 4 or 5. I really appreciate that tonight. Thank you to each and every one of you. I applaud you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Yeah, that's going to be icing. I agree, Matt Lowe, that the shoot first mentality, it's a change. Huge change.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go
Let's go Blues! Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I've been doing it for 5 years, actually. I've been doing this stream since 2020. Actually, I'm 6 years. I'm almost 7 years in. I started in 19. Hey, Chiefs fan, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you'll be able to see when I'm online, bud. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Luke Cork's always got to come up with something bad to say. I'm going to get me some Coke. I'll be right back. Hey, Michael, thank you. Appreciate you telling me your name. Usually when YouTubes have names like yours, I ignore them, but you've been pretty good today. So I appreciate you, man. 4:20 to go. Shots are 24-17 in favor of Pittsburgh. So now Snoogy's in my third spot. I'm taking Hoffer out of my star spot. Kyra couldn't get it to him. And I understand that, and it's absolutely fine, my friend. I get it. Unfortunately, a few years ago, I got trolled really, really bad through YouTube, and since then, I have not allowed. I've been very, very careful with YouTube. Guys will tell you I've got moderators now to make sure. They're going to pull the goalie here in about 1:10. I know, bud. I know. $2.27. I see him pulling it, so we got to get it. Here we go. Empty net. Hoffer. Let him throw one in for Hoffer. I know I'm sure she is there. Are we going to get number 11? We're close. 154. That should have been icing. Shouldn't have been icing. That should have got waved off. Oh, good hit. Oh, I thought that went in. I thought that went in. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I think they have a couple of games on Easter. Eight games on Sunday. 8 games. The Caps are at the Islanders. Stars are at the Wild. Blue Jackets are in Ottawa. The Panthers are in Detroit. The Bruins face off against the Sabres. The Penguins. These Penguins will face off in Chicago against the Blackhawks. Canadians will be in Nashville. And the Golden Knights will be in Vancouver. That's what will happen on Sunday, Easter Sunday. Keep them frustrated. $1:15 to go for number 11. Throw that thing in there. Goalie goal. We need a goalie goal. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he couldn't get it. 1 minute to go. They're on their feet. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Glove saved by Hofer. Hofer! Not yet, bud. Still got time. Don't jinx us. I was going out, but yeah. Need to. Oh! Wayne, you did it. Ouch. Oh, I suck. Wow, that hurt. Oh, wow. What? Wow. Okay, my bad. Then no. There'll be playoff games. Yes, you did. It's all your fault.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault, Wayne. Wayne, it's your fault.
If I remember right, and I don't even want to say it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my fault there. We lost the last one when we had the 11 in an overtime game. Wow. McGroarty gets his NHL first goal. Overtime coming up. Are we getting any help? Ducks and Flames are still tied at 1. We could use some help on that end. Come on, Anaheim. McGroarty gets his first NHL goal. Welcome to the National. Today, the Blues got goals from Neighbors, Bushnevich, Kyrou. Neighbors got 2, Bushnevich and Kyrou. And this has all been without Holloway, too. 14 watching, yeah! Yeah, well, we're already there. Yes, 6 years ago, we won in 2019. Bushnevich, Thomas, and Broberg against Crosby. Carlson, Crosby, and Rust. Oh, yes, 5 or 6 guys. Bennington, Thomas, Sundquist, couple more. I just can't think off the top of my name. Shen. Who else? Kyrou was there that season, but he didn't play in the playoffs? No, that was close for Thomas. Thomas, Cairo, Bennington, Pareko. There we go, Pareko. That was the one I was missing. Oh, it went off the goalie's arm. See, this is what happens when someone asks me who my 3 stars are because one of my stars went away. I won't ever do the 3 stars again. Jim Montgomery. Oh, he got hooked. We're getting on a power play. Power play. Here we go. Four on 3. Coach was Craig Berube, who is now coaching Toronto. Oh, yeah, he prevented the shot. And there's no way you can't call that. He impeded the shot. Oh for 4 on the power play. Got to make it here. Might get Schnoogie out there. What do you mean by leave? Yeah, a lot of them left. Tarasenko got traded. Bo Meester had a heart attack. A couple guys retired. Petrangelo left. The captain left. A lot of the guys are gone. Falk. Yeah, a bunch of them. Got one Australian, Nathan Walker. Oh! Can't lose that, Thomas. Take your time. Yes! 11! Robert Thomas! Power play goal! Yes! 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 Wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oi! 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 Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Unreal! Nathan Walker. History time. We go. Nathan Walker. We go We go for 11. 20th goal. We go for 11 or 12 against ten straight at home. We play on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time against oh, they gave it to the rookie. Ricard Raquel gets third star. Jake Neighbors, second star. Surprise, surprise. Oh, Tomer. It'll be Tomer. It'll be Tomer, that's why. Yes, I do remember you saying that. 17-2-2 since the Four Nations. Yeah. Robert Thomas. He'll be the captain soon. We play Colorado on Saturday. Going for the record. This has been a change. This has been a change since the coaching change. Right, for a couple of years there, you never heard the players say anything about the crowd. And now, since Montgomery come back, he changed that. They've been recognizing the crowd every game, and that's not without the announcer saying it. They've been saying it right away. Probably not, but it'll be fun to watch them. We had Wendy on earlier, and we talked about that. He was one of the three that came on. Yeah. We're not that team yet, but we're getting there. I mean, things look good for us. No, it was not, but they came out and did what they had to do, and that's what's important, right? Thomas from Cairo. Cairo gets 2 points tonight. Thomas 2 points. Neighbors 2 points. Snogie a point. Sunquist gets a point. Boberg gets a point. Busnavids gets a point. Right? The guys did what they got to do, man. The guys did what they got to do. Thank you, Wayne Horter. Thank you all who watched tonight. Great show. You know what? I didn't know if I was going to be here Saturday because I wanted to work. I will work afterwards. I will be here Saturday. I will be live Saturday. I will be live. All right. You're right, bud. What a game. Hope to see you Saturday. I hope to see you all Saturday and more. Please, I'll actually try and post Saturday's show later tonight or tomorrow morning. So it'll be ready to go. Well, I appreciate that, but you know, I'm just who I am, man. Don't worry about me, right? Guys, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go hop in the shower and go work. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan. And you know what? I only got one thing to say. What do I got to say? Boys!
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues!